Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the card reading for Monday, October 6th, 2025. I hope everyone has had a good weekend. I had a wonderful time at Crystal Moon on Saturday afternoon and into the early evening with the Crystal Moon Halloween party. That was a really good time, really wonderful to meet all of you that came in for a reading. Hello to some of the new folks who have joined the channel. Nice to see you here. So yeah, it was a really good weekend for me. I hope it was a good weekend for you. Um, as we get ready for the week and this reading is going to kind of do double duty because today is the full moon, and I'll have another reading later that will talk about the moon path reading after this full moon energy is through and what we need to look forward to as we head towards the new moon. But for right now, the full moon is happening today. We probably felt it start to kick in on Sunday, and it really crests today, and then we'll feel some also on Tuesday as it starts to dissipate. But this full moon is particularly powerful. So for this reading, I'm going to kind of combine what we need to know when we work through the full moon as well as what we need to know for Monday, because it's all kind of the same thing today, right? I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for this reading. These cards definitely wanted to come out. I'm going to be using a different pendulum that I normally use. This is another special pendulum that I have that I really enjoy. And yeah, let's get started. I'll pull a couple of cards, and we are going to look at what we need to know, the energy of the day, what we need to know as we get into Monday. You can also look at this reading at the end of the day to kind of review your day and see how these cards stack up against your experience, or maybe give you some insight that you did not see as you were going through it. Either way works, or both. This is just a few shuffles here. Get an idea of what we are looking at today. What do we need to know to work with this full moon energy and to not be overwhelmed by it, right? What do we need to know to really have a beneficial and powerful Monday? And I'm pulling this without the pendulum. That was not the plan, but that sometimes is the case. I will go ahead and fan these, grab the pendulum, and we'll get a pendulum card as well. There's the pendulum. More about this maybe in another video. Look for a video later this week. I'm going to kick off the pendulum series. After talking with some of you at Crystal Moon, I've decided that definitely needs to happen sooner than later. I've talked about it many times. What do we need to know? Here. So yeah, look for that video probably midweek, a little bit later this week, and then we'll also have the moon path reading up and going as well. This one right there. All right. Put that there. There's this. We'll pull two to start with. This is the pendulum card. Page of Swords, important information coming in. And the Eight of Wands. So we have a lot of movement. I'm going to put those like that. That feels right. Definitely a lot of movement today, a lot of energy, a lot of things happening. Eight of Wands is very much about momentum and moving forward and like charging into things and feeling that energy and that focus on the thing we love and really just jumping in and doing it, and just things moving really quickly. So look for a lot of yang activity today. Not frenetic movement, but just a lot of things happening today. It's definitely not going to be a day to sit back on our heels, but to really enjoy and I think it's funny. He's the first thing I think of is that he's running towards the storm. He's not running away from the storm. He's running towards it to get into the energy of it, to share that energy, to like be engaged with that energy. I may or may not have done this myself a couple times because I love thunderstorms. Like that's the energy that I'm feeling is coming from the day. This is also the pendulum card, so that's the bigger overarching energy. So if you come at this Monday with the wrong mindset, and I think this is the information that's coming from the Page of Swords, it's about your mindset here and not being focused on not getting engaged or not wanting to get engaged because it's just one more thing you have to deal with. Try to rewire your thinking on that a little bit and find things that you can find what drives you, find what is interesting to you, find the energy to really get up and move towards the storm instead of away from it today. And you'll learn something today. That's what this Page of Swords, actually, it kind of needs to go like this. That's what this Page of Swords is also about. It's about new ideas. It's about a new concept. It's about seeing things differently for the first time. It's also, it could be, and I think it is, a message. Pages deliver messages to the court. And in this case, the Page of Swords is bringing you a message of sort of intellect. It is a message and a communication, because it's also the suit of air, a communication that is with some bit of clarity to it. But if you don't engage and move into the energy that's happening today, you may miss it. It's that this insight will pop out at you, will stand up above all the others today if you get involved, if you dive into the tasks that you know you need to do, and not that you just need to do, but that you want to do, because this is the Wands card, and this is about passion and fire and working on a project that you really, really care about. So dive into it today. Feel that energy, feel that creativity, feel that momentum. And if you need to run towards the storm, run towards it. Don't run away from it. Figure out ways that you can engage it and engage that energy. All right. Okay, I think that has run its course. I like how it almost is like the storm is coming from the Page of Swords, like almost coming out of his cloak and from behind his cloak forward. So it's possible that a new idea today is really going to help you with that momentum and lead you into it. But this is definitely not a day to retreat or to not dance and enjoy the energy of life today. Yeah, get into it today. I think you will find some advantage. Okay, and it'll be a much more beneficial day if you engage it. All right, I'm gonna pull a. Go ahead. We'll just do this. It's right here. It feels good. I'm going to use these cards yet again. The Angels and Ancestors deck. They do give such great punctuation. So with this full moon energy, right? This is also about the full moon energy that's happening today. I don't want you guys to forget about the full moon energy, because it's going to be in play today. So this is not a day to, it's a full moon day, and to like hide under the covers. That's not it's gonna work today, but you're not going to get the most out of it. So be aware of that. Dream and journey. So maybe a little bit of under the covers. I don't know. I think I'm more drawn to the drum aspect of this, and the dancing and the energy of a drumming, and like going on a journey and a dreaming journey that is based off of a lot of energy. Like this doesn't feel like a day to sit and meditate too much. Like, I think daily meditation is great, and it might be good to do that before you suit up for the day, right? Before you connect into the day or at the end of the day. But this is, I'm almost hearing drums and feeling drums in my chest. So I think this is about listening to the drumming and being led into the dance, And that's how you will find your dream and get your journey today, your insight from this Page of Swords card. Okay. Great. So I'm not done. One of the things I want to do, one of our wonderful viewers suggested this. They do this, or they did it on a reading a couple days ago. But I would like to recommend that if you have a deck of tarot cards, pull a card or pull an oracle card to see how this energy is going to come into play with your own personal daily energy. And so draw a card for yourself and weave it into this reading for yourself. I'm probably going to start asking that you do that any chance you get. It's not a requirement, of course. You do what you want. But I think it could add a wonderful layer that helps it kind of individualize the collective reading for you. And I would love to hear how this works. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you get, what card comes up. But I think I'm very curious. I'm very interested to see how that will allow you to, like I said, gain that individual perspective on this energy that is transpiring today and how you can interact with it yourself. Yeah. So let me know. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. Let me know if you try it, if you pull a card, and let me know your thoughts about how it interweaves. I think it would be really cool. Okay. I hope everybody has an amazing full moon. This is the day in the full moon energy where things begin to come forward from manifestations that you've planted back on the new moon. Now, the new moon reading, or the reading up to this point, was all about staying in balance. A test of balance is, I believe, the title. I will link it here in just a minute at the end of this video. I do that normally, but I'll definitely do it on this one. And it held true for me. And so today, I think one of those tests of balance is engaging the storm and keeping your connection. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, I think I would be repeating myself, but I hope you have a very beneficial, productive, abundant full moon today. I'm wishing you all the best, and I will see you on tomorrow's reading. And look for a lot of readings and a lot of videos this week on other subjects as well. All right, everybody, peace and strength. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.